What's up guys, this is Isme64 and welcome back to Skyblock. This is episode 3, and yeah, you guys have been enjoying this series, so I'm continuing it. Anyways, today we've got some very important things to do, and that is expanding this cocoa bean area, because as I explained in the last episode, cocoa beans are going to be the foundation of everything we're going to build up, starting right now. And how does this work, you may ask? Well, we can use cocoa beans and wheat to make cookies, which we can then put in a composter, just like that one right over there, and that will allow us to get a lot of bone meal. And you know, with bone meal you can make things grow, and that is exactly what you need in this skyblock. So what I'm gonna do is, well, expand this cocoa bean area. That's what we are going to do. However, you know, cocoa beans, they need to be planted on jungle wood, and currently we don't have that much. I can check over here, I believe. Yep, we have 9 jungle logs. That's not enough. So I chopped down 2 of the spruce trees that we had over here, and in place of those I'm going to plant 2 jungle trees, so we can hopefully get some more you know, jungle saplings. I'm not going to make a huge jungle tree just yet, because I am not in need of that for right now. And look, that's the amazing thing about cocoa beans. They grow extremely fast, and every time I walk past here I can just like harvest a few and then replant them again. So, because of the shortage of logs, we obviously need to use them more efficiently, and that is why I'm going to replicate what we have going on over here to the other side as well. So I'm going to lower all these slabs a little bit, to make them the same height as these slabs over here, and then I'm going to plant a bunch of cocoa beans on the other side of these logs as well. So that way we'll pretty much have double the amount of cocoa beans growing. The slabs have been lowered on both sides, as you can see, and I've grabbed all the cocoa beans I have, which I just noticed is not actually that much. We can not even fill up one side of the logs. That's not very good, so we're gonna have to wait for a bunch of these to grow. However, as you can see, they are growing, so that's not going to take an awfully long time. Anyways, whilst I did that, which also did not take an awfully long time, look at this. All this stuff has grown. We've got a pumpkin right here, we've got sugar cane, we've got some wheat growing. This is all going really well. So, and you know what's even better is the fact that once we have access to a whole bunch of bone meal, this is all going to go even better and even faster than it already is now. Right now, I'm just sort of waiting for this stuff to grow. So in the meantime, whilst that is happening, I don't want to just wait around, because waiting around isn't really good for anything, right? So I got myself a bunch of slabs, and I think that it's time to start making a new area. Or, well, 2 new areas, one over here and one over here on the other side, and both of these areas are just going to be the same. They're going to have the same purpose, but they're just going to be mirrored on both sides over here, on the left and on the right of this storage area. And also, I think that this place is looking a little bit flat. So what I am going to do is I'm going to grab all the oak logs that I have for right now, because we'll probably need that and more. I'm just going to craft a few into some staircases so that we can place those right over here. And then we'll have these 2 areas both elevated up a little bit, and I honestly think that that's going to look pretty good. As you can see, this area is coming along pretty nicely, and oh, wow, we've had a wandering trader spawn. However, I think it's only the 2 llamas and that the trader has fallen down. That's probably why there's 2 leads lying here and no trader. Anyways, I won't say no to that. So let's just get these llamas out of the way. There we go. I was going to say, look, I have been working on this and it's coming along really well. Personally, I like it. I don't want to make these stairs all too high, so I think this is how high I'm going to make it for now. And then I'm going to expand more in that direction, of course, and make sort of this an area, Nope, you probably get what I mean. Anyways, what I'm gonna put here, you're gonna have to wait and see to find out. And ooh, an apple. Anyways, we did actually have a jungle tree grow whilst I was working, and also whilst I was working on that area, of course, I've also been harvesting up the cocoa beans, replanting them, collecting them, doing the exact same with the wheat. Definitely doing that, all going really well. Anyways, as I said, first jungle tree is grown, we can go ahead and harvest that and then replant it again, and that will give us quite a bit more wood to work with. And then if we replant it, well, it's gonna drop some saplings soon, then we can replant it and, keep this going and casually gather some jungle wood. Anyways, I'm going to continue working on up here, and then I'll finally be able to tell you what this area is about. Well, to expand this area more, I need to finish the expansion in this direction completely, because I wanted to expand this storage system to pass over there in that direction as well. So I'm going to need to expand the storage system first, so that I can then align this up with the storage system. Once again, we are further progressed in this area, and also with the storage system. As you see, I only placed the first layer of barrels because we are running atrociously low on wood. I've got almost none left. Like, all the wood we have is in my inventory, and these jungle logs, I want to use them for the cocoa beans, and not for crafting things and for placing. So, as I said, all the wood here has been placed, which means that another block is going to go in here. And I'll tell you what, the block we are going to place there is probably the most valuable block we own at this moment. So, if you want to find out what that is, you're probably going to have to keep watching, because before we do that, there are 1 or 2 things I need to do, including actually replanting this spruce tree. That's probably a good idea. Anyways, whilst I was working on that, I sort of forgot to harvest a bunch of things. So, I am going to harvest everything. I mean, look at all these cocoa beans that have grown. Look at all this wheat. Oh, I'm going to gather it all. Well, guys, I think it's finally time for me, after collecting all these resources, to let you in on what we are going to do up here. And as I said, this is going to involve the most valuable block we have. And now this block is not obsidian or our bucket or something like that. No. It is our grass. Why is this grass so valuable, you may ask? Well, it is because it'll let us spawn mobs. What kind of mobs? Skeletons, creepers, zombies? No, we don't want those just yet. We want passive mobs, like sheep, cows, pigs, horses, and chickens. These passive mobs all have certain spawning rules, and these rules are that there has to be a 5 by 5 area of grass for them to be able to spawn in a certain place. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what we are going to be doing in this place. We are going to be filling it up with dirt after we place in our grass block. Then the grass will spread, eventually turning the whole thing into a grass area where we can have passive mobs spawn. And the great thing about this is that I will never have to eat these stupid berries again because they don't fill up. No, I'll be able to eat meat and stuff that actually fills up your hunger. Also, I can probably already put the fences around this area as well, because this is going to be a little pen for the animals we are going to be keeping. And yes, for those of you wondering, we are going to mirror that on the other side as well. So we'll have 2 different pens to keep our mobs in. Anyways, I don't have much more to say because, it's the end of the episode. And the grass is probably going to take forever to spread. And we'll see that happening in the next episode. And if you do too, remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll get notified when that goes live. Anyways, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.